Scissors as sharp as new with just a simple safety pin. Hi friends, it's Nancy here. Have you ever used an old pair of scissors that just won't cut, no matter how many times you try, and only glides across the surface? It's really frustrating, but don't throw them away just yet. Today, I'll show you how to turn that old pair of scissors sharp again like new in just a few minutes, using things you already have at home. Once you see it, you can try it right away. Let's start with the first method, one of the easiest and most effective. First, take your scissors and apply a small amount of toothpaste directly onto the blades. You don't need too much, just enough to cover the cutting edge. Then use an old toothbrush to gently spread the toothpaste evenly across both sides of the blades. Take your time with this step, making sure everything is coated evenly. This step helps remove dirt, grease, or buildup that may affect how the scissors work. It also prepares the surface so the sharpening step will be more effective. After you're done, you'll notice the blades feel smoother to the touch. Now you're ready for the next step. By the way, I'd love to know, do you usually sharpen your scissors at home? Feel free to share in the comments. I enjoy connecting with you from all around the world. Take a small safety pin and hold it firmly in one hand, and in the other hand, hold your scissors in a comfortable position. What you need to focus on is the sharp edge of the blade, not the flat side. That thin edge is what actually does the cutting, so that's where you need to work. Place the blade against the metal of the safety pin at about a 40-degree angle. Then slowly slide the blade along the pin in one smooth motion, almost like you're gently polishing it. Keep your hand steady and repeat this about 30 to 40 times. There's no need to rush, just let the movement stay calm and consistent. As you do this, the light friction helps realign the edge of the blade. Combined with the fine polishing effect of the toothpaste, it gently restores sharpness without damaging the metal. Once you finish one blade, switch to the other and repeat the same steps. Since scissors rely on both blades working together, treating them evenly makes a big difference. As you continue, you may notice the motion becoming smoother. That's a good sign. It means the blades are beginning to sharpen again. Now that you're done sharpening, take a moment to clean the scissors. Rinse them gently with water to remove any remaining toothpaste or residue. Then use a clean paper towel to dry them thoroughly, especially around the blades and the hinge area. This step may seem small, but it helps protect the metal and keeps everything working smoothly. Once everything is ready, take a simple piece of paper and try cutting slowly from one edge to the other. Wow, look at that! The cut is so smooth. Instead of dragging or tearing, the scissors glide lightly through the paper, leaving a clean and even line. It feels almost effortless, as if the blades are finally working perfectly together. Try something a little tougher, like plastic packaging. You'll feel the difference right away. The blades catch the material and cut through without slipping. And if you listen closely, you'll hear it. That soft, clean cutting sound. It's always my favorite moment. It tells you everything is working just the way it should. Another simple method that my grandfather used very often. Take a regular ceramic bowl and turn it upside down. At the bottom, you'll see a rough, unglazed ring. That slightly coarse surface is exactly what we need. To make it more effective, you can sprinkle a little salt onto that ring. Then add 1 or 2 drops of vinegar. This helps create more friction and gently supports the sharpening process. Now hold the scissors comfortably in your hand. Place one blade against the rough ceramic edge at a slight angle, not too flat, just enough for the cutting edge to make contact. Then, using a slow and steady motion, slide the blade along that surface in one direction, as if you're lightly polishing it. Repeat this motion several times, about 10 to 15 times for each side. There's no need to rush or press too hard. Gentle, even movements will give the best results. After finishing one blade, move to the other and repeat the same process. As you continue sharpening, you may start to feel the blade moving more smoothly along the surface. That's a good sign. The rough ceramic surface, combined with the light friction from the salt, helps refine the edge and restore its sharpness. This is a simple and gentle method, yet surprisingly effective in bringing everyday scissors back to life. After sharpening, rinse the scissors lightly under running water to remove any salt or vinegar. Then dry them thoroughly with a clean paper towel. This helps keep the blades sharp and prevents moisture from staying on the metal. Now try cutting a plastic bag. Wow, look at this! The scissors move more easily, creating a clean and smooth cut from start to finish. It feels more controlled, and you don't have to press as hard as before. This method is simple, but the result is very impressive. Your scissors will feel sharper, smoother, and ready to use again without any special tools. If you found this little tip helpful, feel free to share it with someone who might need it. And don't forget to subscribe for more simple and practical tips. All you need is a piece of aluminum foil. Take a small sheet and fold it over several times until you have a thicker square. You don't need it to be perfect, just sturdy enough so it doesn't tear too easily. Once you have your folded foil ready, hold it in one hand and take your scissors in the other. Then begin cutting into the foil slowly and gently. Don't rush this part. Just make smooth, steady cuts, letting the blades move naturally through the layers. What I like about this method is how simple and convenient it is. You don't need to prepare anything, and you can do it anytime you notice your scissors aren't cutting as cleanly as before. It works especially well for small household scissors, like the ones we use for paper, packaging, or light kitchen tasks. Repeat this about 10 to 15 times. As you cut through the foil, the slight resistance helps realign the edges of the blades and lightly refine them. It's not a heavy sharpening method, but more like a quick refresh that brings back some of that lost sharpness. After you finish, take a moment to test the result. Try cutting a piece of paper or a thin plastic bag. See that the scissors glide so much more smoothly now and cut much more cleanly, don't they? The blades catch more easily, and the cut looks cleaner. So with just a few simple steps, your old scissors can cut neatly and smoothly again. You can try them right away on paper, packaging, or everyday items in your kitchen, and you'll notice the difference right away. Sometimes, a small tip is all it takes to turn something you thought was worn out into something useful again. Simple habits like these not only help you save money, but also make your tools last longer and work better. If you notice your scissors starting to become dull, Now you have a few easy ways to fix them right at home. Take it slow, be careful, and enjoy those small moments when everything works just the way it should. I'll see you in the next video.